All right, what is up, my friends? Welcome. We're about to do a Time Spiral Remastered Draft. This is pretty fun for me because when Time Spiral first came out, a long time ago in a galaxy far away, I was in the middle of my Pro Tour heyday. Time Spiral came out in like 2007, I think, and I was playing in every Pro Tour. And I played in the Time Spiral Draft Pro Tour in Kobe, Japan, where my flight got screwed up. I got stuck in Texas overnight, and I arrived in Japan at midnight before the Pro Tour, and my luggage didn't arrive either. I 0-3'd that Pro Tour, unfortunately. But Time Spiral Block Constructed, I was playing a ton. So Time Spiral was a really cool set. Really awesome stuff. A really fun set. Complicated set. A lot of cool cards. A lot of cool mechanics. Very fun standard format. Very fun block constructed format. Very fun draft format. And Time Spiral Remastered is the new remastered set that consolidates the entire block into one set. There are also the really cool old bordered cards too, which are pretty sweet. And we're gonna hop in a draft here for our first draft. Let's do it. We open up a Qasali Pride Mage. Old border cards do look really cool. Looks really cool. So this set was all about suspend. Was all about, there was sliver stuff, and it's a little weird because like one of the big things about drafting back in the day was everything was in a block. So it was Time Spiral, then we'll do Naya Drift later after this. Time Spiral, then Planar Chaos, then Future Set. So when you drafted a complete block, you knew what cards were in each pack. There was a flow to it. So you'd be like trying to get a certain card in pack 3, or you only knew a card was in pack 1. This is all one thing. So pretty good pack there. Pretty good pack. So Slaughter Pack is pretty great. Powerful kill spell. Harmonize is pretty awesome. Obviously, Draw 3 is great. Strangling Soot's also very good. Gat the Rares is pretty solid. Definitely a solid morph card. Similar to Zombie Cutthroat. I think we're going to Harmonize here, though. I think we're going to Harmonize. It's a 3-for-1. There are 2 black removal spells in this pack, so we'll try and avoid black, I think. And it's funny. I think going into that Pro Tour, the general consensus was that green... Ooh. The general consensus was that green was very bad in draft, and I was winning a lot in my practice drafts with green, and then I was like too scared to actually play it at the Pro Tour because everyone said it was bad. Drafted a non-green deck and just got crushed. And green was totally open in my pod, but what are you gonna do? So we get past the pack here with Path to Exile. Imperial Source also kind of gas, just like a 5/5. Can only be cast by mana from basic lands, which is obviously very good in limited. I mean, there's 2 Rift Bolts here. Walk the Aeons is not very good in limited. Rebels is a super cool deck. I drafted Rebels at Nationals one year when I went 7-0 in limited. I had a 4-0 deck that was Rebels, which is super sweet. It was a 4-round pod for some reason. I don't know why. Rebels are super cool. But so it's either Path or Imperial Sawyer. Path is really good. I think I want to stay green though. This card is actually a mega house. We'll just take the Imperial Sword. This card's super good. Just like a super large creature. Ever-flowing Chalice. It's kind of cool. Sinew Sliver. So white does look kind of open. So they passed. We got past a path. Now we're gonna pass Sunland. So white does seem kind of open. Dan, you watch your dirty mouth. Dan asks, how did Constructed go about Nationals? I went 0-3 in Constructed. Went to draft. Went 7-0. And then went 0-2 in Constructed and dropped. And Brian David Marshall wanted me to stay in because no player in the history of Nationals had ever gone 0x in Constructed and XO in draft. Back then, rating mattered, and I couldn't stay in. So, pretty good backs here, honestly. There's a Dryad Arbor, too. The ugly Dryad Arbor. I mean, Sunlance is pretty good. Dead Gone's also quite good. White does seem really open, though. Alright, we'll take Sunlance. Slimmers is fun, too. Alright. Flagstone's a Trocaire? Sure. Green does seem pretty... I mean, green and white seem open, honestly. So now, yeah, my Dryad's pretty sweet. It's Forest Walk. And then it can ramp you. It can give them a Forest in the late game to get unblockable, which is kind of cool. Just a fine, solid card. Evolution Charm's okay. You can search for a land, return creatures. Again, the fun part of Time Spiral that they messed with a lot of stuff. So it was supposed to be the whole point of the block was past, present, future. So past was like a homage to old cards. The middle set was an altered present. So there were like time shifted cards. So like this card was actually red and they made it white and so on and so forth. And then future sight was all future cards, like with weird mechanics on them. Super, super cool design. But yeah, we're going to Dryad here. Search, Sunlance, all reasonable. But green's really open, which I think is a good thing. So take Dryad. There's like a rare in every pack. Is it a Phantom draft or not? I don't think it is. Is Vesuva worth anything? Probably not after people draft it again. Alright, so you pass the pack now. Another Dead Gone. Shape Parasite's a really cool card. Although damage doesn't stack anymore. So it's not super exciting. Or not as exciting as it could be. Dead Gone is pretty great. And we passed a few of those already. It's hard to know like the power level of this set too. Because like obviously it's mostly good cards compared to like the chafe that was in all three sets. I don't know if it's Phantom or regular. Actually, I think it's regular. It's not Phantom. So Dark Depths is not in this set now. Would have been a cool time-shifted old border card, though, honestly. So I think we're looking at Parasite or Dead Gone here. And I think the Dead Gone is just pretty reasonable. So, ooh, my buddy. My buddy, there he is. There he is. All right, so white is dried up. And red does seem reasonably open. Sudden Shock's obviously a super solid card. Split Second, pretty fun mechanic, for those who don't know it. You can't respond to it. So if you have a Scavenging Ooze in play, with a bunch of cards in the graveyard, it's 2/2. I split second, shock it. You can't remove a card and make it bigger. So super cool. Yeah, I mean Marshall's like okay, Grave Shots, whatever. Gargoyle's like fine, but I like Sudden Shock here a lot. Fury Sliver, that's kind of a banger. All slivers get double strike. There's also a lot of good cards here. Wood Readers is a cool card. Icked and draws 2. Dirkwood Bailoff, super solid card. Suspend, Spinner at Sliver is fine. We're going to Bailoff here. The Suspend cards are really good. Looking like we're going to be pretty heavy green, so we'll have it on turn 1 a lot. A lot of fun decks in this format, too. Like, Slivers is a really fun deck to draft. White Weenie was very draftable in this set. Alright, take the Bailoff. Gathen Raiders tables also. I mean, Gathen Raiders is really good. Like, just like a good morph trick. Thick Skin Goblin is medium. Prismatic Lens is medium. Pretty easy Gathen Raiders here, I think. We're building a pretty nice red-green deck. A little beatdown. Brute Force. Primates. Old Border looks cool. Love the old border. Love the old border. Love it. Edge of Autumn is only medium. I mean, Brute Force is certainly fine. I guess Edge does ramp into a Imperial Sewer. Plays good with the Harmonize, too. I guess we'll Edge of Autumn over Brute Force. We have removal. We don't really need like a random combat trick, I don't think. Another Edge of Autumn. Rift Bolt tables. The foil Rift Bolt tables? They took the non-foil?
Inconceivable!
I mean, I hate foils, but... alright. Yeah, Rift Bolt's great. A late Sinew Sliver. So Sliver seems kind of open. We can't really move into that. Another Edge of Autumn, sure. Thorn Archer's fine. Just like 2 Indentity. It seems like the power level is much higher than it was in the original Time Spiral block because there were a lot of... They've consolidated the set down. 3 sets into 1. They've cut a lot of chafy cards. So playable shouldn't be a problem, really. Which kind of changes how you draft because you want to be a little more open-ended. Yeah, Archer's a solid 2-drop for sure. So, like, the decks are going to be a lot better than... I don't want either one of these cards, so... Hey! My War Marshal. Going to be a lot better than the decks I remember from Time Spiral because, like, all the cards are good for the most part, so... Like, our deck is, like, almost half done already, you know? I think Edge of Autumn might not make our deck. We'll see. Bewilder, not very good. All right. Pack number 2. What cool old card. Let's get a Bloodbraid Elf here. Bloodbraid Elf. Nope, Past in Flames. All right. Man, Knight of the Holy Nimbus is really good. Really good card. Your opponent can't kill it unless they pay 2. And then it has Flanking, which is super good ability. Not a very good pack for us, though. Char Rumbler. It's got -1 power. A lot of really fun, freaky, weird stuff in this set. In these sets, is Aaron Ephemeron in the set? I don't know. Aaron Ephemeron was like the nut. That card was so good. It's a 4/4 flyer for 7, and it's suspended for 4 turns for 2 mana. So you'd suspend it on turn 2 and have a monster flyer later in the game for free. It's awesome. I'm going to rare draft here and just take the Passing Flames. I don't think that More Marshall is really great in our deck. Archer's fine. We just don't need playables at all. These are all like replaceable playable cards. So I'm going to take Passing Flames for the sideboard. Just rare draft. Ooh, Griffin Guide is a really good card. Really good card. I played the Time Spiral Block Constructed Pro Tour. It was all about White Weenie and Griffin Guide. Griffin Guide on the Nimbus, whatever card we just saw. Also, Dranaloo is a cool card in Block Constructed. Guillaume Waffle Tapa, but Sporosaur Thal, it's a pretty big chunker here. It's a 4/4. Has the fungus mechanic. You get spore counters every turn. You can remove them to make 1/1s, which is kind of cool. It's also just a 4/4. It's beefcake, so pretty easy one here, I think. Oh my god, these are so good. I wonder what the value of these cards is going to be on Magic Online. A Might Sliver, too. Man, maybe we should have 4 slivers. Unfortunately, the slivers are also all slivers, so it counts your opponent's things, too, which can be a little difficult. Thrill the Hunt was so good, too. Like, Green White Aggro was super good. Super good card. Yeah, I was one of the early adopters of that green white aggro deck. I built it. I built my version of it, and me and my buddy Jay played it at GP Montreal. And while I didn't do well, Jay top 8 of a tournament with it, which is super sweet. That's back when I was trying. We were playing Edge of Autumn and Flagstones and Chromatic Sphere to try and make Tarmogoyf good because it wasn't good enough by itself. I didn't really realize that yet because it was still super early. I mean, Spider's good. I might be Wood Readers though. I don't even know honestly. Spider's really good. I don't even know. Wow. All right, so they downshifted Gaia's Anthem to an uncommon. Yeah, power level's pretty high here. Master the Pearl Trident. I'm just gonna rare draft again. Like Gaia's Anthem. I guess we have a lot of like War Marshals. Anthem's pretty good, but like it's not really great overall. It's like we would need a lot of token things to make it good. If we had a lot of like Thallid stuff, it could be cool, but I just don't think that these cards really like none of these cards really make our deck much better. And we just have enough playables already, so yeah, there are a lot of slivers. Bone Splitter, sure. Gemhide Sliver, sure. Alright, I mean Dorko Bell is pretty sweet. It's gonna be worse, I guess, because the decks are just better, but Cabin Primarch's kinda cool. It's Convoke. Really big. Stone Invocation, yeah. Stone Invocation was the nut. Alright, so, yeah, let's take the Dorkwood Bailoff here. Again, Gemhide Saver would help all of their slivers. They don't have any slivers, so if you play slivers, you really want to be all in on slivers. Wow, what happened here? There's no red or green cards. Ugh. I mean, Lens is, like, fine. But Lens can't cast Imperiosaur. I would guess we're not playing the Lens, but there's no playables here, so. Another Anthem. Boom Bust. Boom. Another Yevamaya Dryad, which is, like, really, really good. I mean, we ain't boom busting. Search for Tomorrow seems eh. We don't want the dual land for our Imperiosaur. Just take Dryad here. Dryad's pretty good. This card was the nut. Nantuku Shaman. It's a 3/2 for 3. But if you suspend it, when it comes into play, you draw a card, which is awesome. Because you have no untap lands. Yeah, super, super good card. Hypergenesis tables, Archer. We're gonna have 18 playables. I'm gonna take the Archer, I guess. I don't think Scar's worth anything, so take Archer. Strength of numbers is fine. If you need a way to push through, it's a reasonable card. It's not great, but reasonable, passable. Utopia Vow. So pacifism, but it makes their creature into a bird's paradise. Just a really fun, a lot of really fun designs in this set for sure. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if we're gonna play it or not, but yeah, we're not playing these cards. So we're not playing a Lens. We have like 20 playables already. Double Dirkwood Bailoff. Like, throw an Archer. Like, I mean, the Vow is, like, fine. We removal, though, so. Primarch's cool. Probably won't make the deck. Take the Sliver. Alright. Bloodbraid Elf, please. Bloodbraid Elf. Let's do it, Bloodbraid Elf. One old border Bloodbraid Elf, please. Deck seems good. We don't have anything that's like crazy. A True Name Nemesis. Price check. Price check. God, what an obnoxious card. In limited too. Oh my god. You beat this card in limited ever. A Venser too. Another Anthem. There's no yeah, we'll take True Name here. There's no card we really want. It's a bunch of like replaceable cards, so no, we're not gonna play True Name probably. It's just too hard to cast. I don't think. I mean, like our red cards are pretty good too. Actually, we only have a few red cards. Maybe we'll take it and we might switch. Maybe we'll see. We'll see what happens. Take True Name. Are there Passing Flames? All right. So, I love this card. I used to play F&M like every week when I was in my Pro Tour days, and I would always build like silly decks and play them and just have fun. And I had this Heartwood Storyteller deck that was just like 37 creatures, 23 lands, 4 Storytellers, blue-green, had like Venser, Muldrifter, just like this super, super fun deck. I love that deck. It's so much fun. So yeah, I think that playing blue is somewhat reasonable here. We just like don't need to play Marshall. We have like 3 red cards here. I think that's reasonable. We have Edge of Autumn too. True Name is also like basically unbeatable, so we'll take the readers here. Plays well with our ramp. Draws cards. Sort of like a pseudo Muldrifter. Oh, that was like a foil fetch land. A foil Old Border Bajuka Bug. Interesting. Pact of a Titan. Oh, this card's the bomb in limited. This card's so good. Just a free 4/4. You just ambush their stuff and then pay for it later. That's tough. Sporloth Ancient is also reasonable. Not that we're playing that much stuff. You definitely have much higher power level than I remember. I feel like you can do a little more of like what you would do in a cube draft and like try and like, like build a deck. Like we could have gone for like Gaia's Anthem, Empty the Warrens, Mogwai Marshall. This is tough. This is tough because Pact is really, really good. I'm taking the Pact. Brian Mundle is good too, but Secret Plans. It's the card everyone really wanted in the old border, which couldn't stop. 4C is pretty good. This card's fun. All vanilla creatures get +2/+2. Pretty fun card. Pretty fun card. Conflagrate. 4C is pretty good. We already have Harmonize though. I guess we have Prismatic Lens too, so that would make splashing red a lot easier. Double Edge of Autumn, double Prismatic Lens could definitely move us into. We can splash red for like Rift Bolt, Sudden Shock, Dead Gone maybe, and Pact. Grudge for sideboard. There aren't really like artifacts to kill, you know. Yeah, a lot of playables. A lot of playables for sure. Definitely a lot different than I remember for sure. Doormat Sliver. Trompe the Domains is a pretty chunky card. It's like a super overrun. Pretty cool card. Expanse though is like, if we're gonna splash, Expanse makes a lot of sense. Epic Experiment. Exile top X cards of your library. May cast an instant or sorcery spell. Whatever. Take the Expanse here. We're so good on playables that like we should take the Expanse. Old Border Recompense. It's pretty fun. Another Shaman. Sure. Shaman's great. Yeah, we'll just splash. I'm not sure what we're gonna do yet. Another Nantuku Shaman. And then some cool Thallid stuff. Alright, so we have like basically 0 blue cards. I don't think we're playing this True Name. I think our deck's already just fine. We just don't need to play it. Like, our deck's just like a lot of ramp and a lot of card draw, and we just playing it like I think the red is like we would need to like basically not play red. You just can't splash this card. It's just like it's good, but it's not gonna win the game by itself, you know. Like if we're drastically behind, it's like not gonna win the game, you know. Um, I mean, Jesus. How open was green this draft, right? Like, slivers, too. Yeah, I don't like the new Safi art. I agree. I don't like new art at all. I'm a cranky old man. Ship this. So many Nantuku Shamans. I don't think we want Gaia's Anthem. No, I don't think so. Don't have any like token stuff. Oddity, Cannonade. I don't want any of these cards. Sporloth, Ancient Vow. Ancient's like fine. Oh my god. How open is Slivers? Look at this. How open is Slivers? Oh man. I should have drafted Slivers. Doormat, Sliver. Evolution Charm, but I'm playing that one. Yeah, I think we're just like not gonna play the blue. Obviously playing True Name is pretty awesome, but like we would literally we're splashing for one double blue card, and again, it's not like it's True Name is different than Dream Trawler. You know, if we're like if our opponent's 20 life and we're losing, it's not like we play True Name and the game just shifts completely. You know, it's not Coma, it's not Dream Trawler, it's not some like unbeatable mythic. It's just like a really good, really efficient card. But on the splash, like we just can't actually cast it. So yeah, we're gonna cut the True Name, take our $8 and be happy about it, and then reclamations for good Rex for good primers. I have no idea, not a clue honestly. So we got our Baloths. Our Edge of Autumns aren't as important anymore. Archer, Sudden Shock, Triad. We have 4 Shamans. I mean, now, like, Mog War Marshal certainly looks a lot better. Just, like, blocks early, too. You can shave, like, some of the Nantuku Shamans. And then... I mean, Sporloth Ancient's, like, fine. It, like, doubles the production of your Thalids. Yeah, I think we went into this not realizing that this set is designed like a modern draft set where you like have to kind of pick a lane and draft a certain deck really, really hard. Because there's like so many playables. And we just didn't really like, we kind of just like took red green cards. Just like fine. Our deck's like fine, but I don't think our deck is like exceptionally good or anything. We gotta cut some stuff. Cut the Edge of Autumns. Now we're at 23. I think this is fine. I think I'm pretty happy with this. Play the Expanse. Deck is fine. Doesn't seem great. We have a lot of card draw, which is good. Definitely just lightly splashing. Oh, well, that's too much. Ugly lands. Ugly, ugly lands. It's 5, 10, 11. This plays. 11 forests, 5 mountains, 1 expanse with only a couple red cards. A lot of card draw. Harmonize, Wood Readers, Shamans, double ramp here. Deck's fine. Prediction time. What do you think? We gonna get a trophy with this deck or no? Place your bets, please. Place your bets. Yeah, we're brought to you by. Uh-oh.
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games, tabletop RPGs, board games, and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff.
Place your bets, please. Place your bets, please. All right. I think your remaster set is a good idea, or feel like it's a cash grab. I mean, let's make one thing clear. Everything's a cash grab. Everything.
Give PLZ, take NRG.
Taste, reset, month number 2, most important, thank you. And that's not a bad thing. Wizards of the Coast is a company. They got to make money. They are making a product to sell to us. If you don't like it, you don't like capitalism. You know? So the question is it like not worth the value or not worth the worth the money, or is it selling out the future of the game for quick gains? Those are the real problems, you know. And people seem to like it. If it sells well, great. You know, like I think that you could definitely. This is a really awkward hand. We have Darkwood and no green. I want a mulligan. Like, military lands where, yeah, capitalism sucks, but like, what are you gonna do? We're gonna mulligan. Yeah, this is fine. Keep this. Ship strength in numbers. Yeah. I think that, the bigger, something like the IP crossovers is a scenario where like maybe they're, selling out the future of the game for profits. That's like a question. That's a spot where you can be like, is this a sellout move? But like, I think Time Spiral Remastered seems like a cool set. Dreamscape Artist is like kind of cool, but I don't think we need to kill it, honestly. I'm gonna kill it. Rift Bolt. Sure. Trigon Predator. Cool. We're gonna kill it, but cool. Although I'm really... The one thing that peeves me about the old border cards is I really hate that they used not the original art for some of them, because I just don't like the alternate arts at all. That's just me, but so I have Trigon Predator in my queue. I'm not going to use this gold border card. I just don't like the arts. But morph. All right, well, let's play a chonker. Give me the old chonker here. Imperiosaur. Everybody do the dinosaur. So, our hand's pretty good here. I mean, Pact of Titans also the nut. Like, this is like basically a 4/4 FTK. Yeah, my Dryad. So, a little worried that left mana up here, but I can't imagine that this morph can rumble with our Imperiosaur, so... Alright, Dryad or Spider here? I don't think this was a dinosaur previously. I don't remember, actually. I'm going to play a land and play Dryad. They could have a counterspell here or something like that, and Spider's more important for later on, I think. I give myself a Forest. It's got Forest Walk, too, which is awesome, so it's 2/1 unblockable that ramps us a land, which is super cool. And now we have the Pact of Titan all teed up, too. So, they're going to play End Step Mystical Teachings. Old school. Old school. What are they going to get? They're going to get a Crook Claw Transmuter. That is a 3/1 flyer with flash that can exchange power and toughness. Power and toughness. But, you know what time it is? No, they're not attacking the Pact Titan. Wow. So they think this morph has value to them. It is a very valuable morph, they say. We're going to jam. I would trade Imperiosaur for morph and Crook Claw Transmuter. Alright, so fun card. Gonna make our Yavimaya Dryad into a 1/2 for this turn, which is not that bad. And they're probably gonna double on the Imperiosaur, which is fine. The morph was a Brine Elemental. So good trade, honestly. Play Penumbra Spider and say go. You might just raw dog Pact of Titan next turn. Just get a 5/5 going. I would love to use this defensively and like eat a creature and then do it, but it's basically a 4/4 with haste at this point, and they're just dying, so. Green in the pool. Hardcast Searcher tomorrow. That's pretty good for us. That's pretty good for us. Get an island, sure. And Riftwing Cloudskate. 2/2 bounces a permanent when it comes into play. I mean, they're just gonna die. I can't believe they spended this. Why not just like hold it and cast it? You know, Giant is red. Giant is red. Pay for my pact. Very smart. Smart.
Giant is red.
Grep Gunderson, 25-month resub. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. I mean, we're a little flooded here, but we have a lot of card draw in our deck too, so. They're also just dying, which is pretty cool. Lacks the punch of food is green, but I like it. I like it.
Jimmed sellout, Jimmed sellout, Jimmed sellout.
Memnite Shyamalan, one of my favorite usernames. Thanks to the resub. Appreciate that. Month number 10. Memnite Shyamalan. Sporloff Ancient, which is a 4/4 Sapperling thing. So we just trade Giant for Sapperling thing here, and we're going to play another unblockable creature and kill them. If they had just, like, held the Cloudscape, they could have cast it and killed my Giant. You know? Giant is red. That's your YouTube comment for today, folks. That's a comment of the day. Ah! Giant is red in YouTube comments. That's what you got to do. You get a lot of forests in play. Like a lot. Oh!
Game. Blouses.
Alright, so their next team's pretty good, but not good enough to beat me. Just gonna keep. Stamp pat. Stamp pat. Graviton Studio resub. Thanks so much. Appreciate that. You folks tuning in, welcome to the stream. Time Spiral Remastered Draft. We have a true name, but we can't play it. $8 in our pocket. Mordo, thanks to the bits. Appreciate that. And we're going to play a little modern Astral Slide after this, I think. I'm pretty sure we are. Someone was saying it's bugged, but we'll look into that. We'll look into that. Right, Igor? Yeah. Right, Igor. Right. Let's go. Big green machine today. We did a cube draft earlier. We were a big mono green deck. Big green machine. Igor has some Jello? No, I had the Jello. Igor has the box. Igor likes boxes. Igor actually went into a tube last night. Igor is a very, very non-adventurous hamster. He is a lump. He just sleeps, and this is him basically most of the time. That's Igor. He is cranky, and he sleeps a lot, and he's not very active. It's just who he is. He just like at night he runs a lot. Hamsters love to run on wheels at night. So from about midnight till about 6 a.m., he just runs on the wheel nonstop. So, all right. Hand's fine. Needs a land or two, but I might be Igor, says chat. Yeah. He lives a relaxed life, you know? Not the best stream mascot because he doesn't really pop around in the cage. I don't even have him on the main cam anymore because you can't even see him. But he's a good Igor. He's got some emotional problems. He's definitely really, really neurotic, but he tries his best. Varsco. Now you got Mogwar Marshall, and then paying the Echo. Probably not. If you have my Dryad to play, we'll see though. We'll see. And they are in the tank on our end step. I don't believe there are any blue 1-mana instants in Time Spiral, but I could be wrong. Predictions came back. 40% say I'm not gonna get a trophy. Y'all didn't doubt me in the y'all doubted me in the cube draft too, didn't you? I know you didn't actually, but 60-40 no. 60-40 no. Gotta prove you folks wrong. For all you YouTube folks, that's a feature on stream where you can bet your channel points, and it pays out according to the odds. So, Ion Islands. Spend Infiltrator Ilkor, a 3/1 shadow creature. Pretty good one, actually. Pretty good one. Alright, so we're going to untap and play Revolt 2, sure. A little Mogwar Marshall action. To be fair, right before voting I said, this isn't the best deck. Yeah, but I'm awesome, so... Spend, sure. Alright, blue-green stuff. Riftwing Cloudskate. Alright, they are suspending up a storm here. So unfortunately, we're not going to play Echo on Mogwar Marshal. Very sad. Love playing Echo on Mogwar Marshal, but it is not Mod Monday, so we will not do that. We're going to play Yavimaya Dryad and give ourselves a Forest. We need a Mod War Marshal Echo counter. Any mods in chat? That's a good idea. Lord Draken, are you here? Sonic? Mods? Somewhere? Anywhere? I agree, but Lord Draken, can you make a command for, it's a counter for Mog War Marshal Echo. So make it say something like, Mog War Marshal Echo counter, : this is the number, or X is the number of times that Jim has paid Echo for Mog War Marshal on stream. Oh, they have Piracy Charm. That's a card, actually. You're right, Andrew. Andrew's correct. Pongify probably not being cast here, but Piracy Charm is live. Oh, come on, opponent. What is going on here? Let's see, it's 12:10. We'll see if we're going to have time to play Modern deck or not. I would like to. We'll see how long this draft takes. Also, what's the bug? People are saying that Astral Drift is bugged on Magic Online, which would kind of ruin our vibes a little bit. Come on, opponent. If only we were on Arena so we could spam Yurgo. I mean, I couldn't go chat. I never look at chat. But I will not do that. First rule of Magic Online is you do not use a chat box. The second rule of Magic Online is you do not use the chat box. I don't know what they're doing. Time for a stretch moment. Let's get up. Get up and stretch here. All right, step back. Do a little stretching. A little stretching. Everyone stand up. Everyone stretch. Everyone stand up. Everyone stretch. 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 Nice straight back. Good posture. Stretch. And stretch. Who's that? One beardy boy.
Sell out, gang.
Resub, 19 months. Thanks so much. Maybe they, nope. My parts have not come for this, for the uplift desk yet. Still waiting for them. Now it resolves. Are you serious? God. They saw me get the guitar out and they were like, no! No! Wub! Resub, thanks so much. Never played Moto before, says Ice. From watching videos of various streamers, it seems to be used for A, GOHF, B, say I love your content, or C, salt out and insult people with very little middle ground. It's pretty accurate, honestly. Pretty accurate. So, their Infiltrator Ilkor comes off suspend. It is a 3/1 shadow creature with haste. Pretty powerful, honestly. Luckily, we have Sudden Shock and we can just freaking kill it. So, we're going to open on attack here. If they have a Crook Claw Transmuter, it could get a little dicey, but we can kill that too, so. Oh my god, are you serious? It was highlighted. Ugh. Alright, so there's Transmuter. They're going to flip the thing itself into a 1/3. We'll just kill this Sudden Shock. It's fine. Alright, so that fizzles. Missed a point here, kind of annoying. I don't know why that didn't work, but play Thornwood Archer. can Rift Bolt the Infiltrator Core if we have to. We draw a land. We can like Spore Sower Thallid and suspend Rift Bolt. The Griffling is coming off next turn, so anything big we play will get bounced. Holding back a blocker for the Shadow creature. Yep. Maybe it'll lose Shadow somehow. 5 mana in the pool for Sporloth Ancient. Sure. Alright, so we draw Forest. Cool. Now we can, like... Yeah, I mean, now they have the Flyer attacking too, which is pretty good. Alright, we're going to send in the Dryad and the Archer. We're going to try and race here. We can chump block the Ancient with the Goblin if we have to. Because if we play Spore Sower Thallid, they're going to bounce it. But I think that's fine. We have Pact of a Titan too, which is kind of cool. I guess we could have also hard cast Rift Bolt on this and then just suspended the Bailoff. But that's like so far away. Let's like force them to bounce Spore Sower Thallid and see if we can't swing things back in our favor a little bit here. Alright, so they put a Spore counter on the Spore Sower Thallid. So every other turn they get a 1/1. It's got haste. Bounce that. So next turn we can like... I guess we could actually Pact of a Titan here, but that's a bad trade. Trading Sporloth for 4/4. Also run the risk of them just like bouncing this land and killing us, which is pretty bad, so we'll just jump here. We're racing. We're racing. Five's a long time for Bailoff. Probably not going to suspend it anymore, but they have 2 cards left? Sure. Rift Bolt comes off. Target the Infiltrator Core. Draw Penumbra Spider. That's kind of cool. We'll just jam. Then leave back Spider, and we'll suspend Bailoff, and we have Pact of a Titan too. Like, Bailoff may never come into play. We have multiple things to do, though. Next turn, paying for Pact. What is this? Oh my god.
Inconceivable!
Pretty good card. This is the Super Mystic Snake. It's a 1/1, comes into play, counters a spell, and it gets as big as the spell is. So now they have a 5/5 flyer, and we are dead. I guess we're not actually dead. Because we can... But if we Pact to block, then we die anyway. Pretty big tilt. Very, very clunky card, but when it works, it wins the game on the spot. And not that we can play around it there, obviously. So, all right, tough game. If I had cast the Spider first, and I would have known about it, I could have left behind the Goblin maybe, and maybe won this game. But yeah, Draining Bulk's pretty good. Draining Bulk's pretty good. All right, that's fine. Let's go to game 3 here. Now we're on the play. Suspend cards are very tempo oriented, so like being on the play is pretty cool. Is Vintage Cube gone? Nope. We did 1 cube draft. You missed it. It'll be on YouTube at some point. Just want to try out some Time Spiral Remastered for the first time ever in life. That game was also awkward because we had the Expanse and the Mountain. We couldn't suspend this, right? Was that a different game? I don't even know. It all blurs together, folks. It all blurs together. Come on, opponent. I got things to do today. Got things to do today. Who wants to see today's Karn of the Week? Karn isn't very smart. And Karn does not understand how to use the stairs. Doesn't get it. Nicole's trying to teach him. Does not understand. Doesn't like stairs. Doesn't like it. Doesn't like it at all. What is going on here? Our opponent is going slow. Slow. There we go. Let's go. All right, on the play. And yeah, sure. It's fine. Not a great hand, but fine. What's up, Yogi? Nothing to do with smarts. He's dumb. He's really, really dumb. How's he having drums? That was a previous Karn of the Week. Hit the Karn of the Week hashtag on Twitter. Search for tomorrow. Sure. Our deck is a little light on the 2-drops, in the 2-drop, 1 and 2 drops, you know, but... Alright, Search tomorrow, sure. I mean, Dryad ramps pretty well. We have Spore Sower, and then we have Wood Readers. Turn 1 Pact of a Titan? Yeah, that's not as good, you know. Alright, we drew a Shaman. That's pretty cool. Search art. I just don't like new art for old cards. I'm just a boomer. That's just who I am as a person, you know? Dryad is very good. This card is really, really good. I mean, a 2-1 for 3 that ramps you is already good enough. And the fact that it's unblockable against some decks, and then late in the game you can give them a forest is super cool. Looter Ilkor. That is a slow magic card. I think we're going to do some dirty things to our opponent here. So we can play Spore Seller, or we can just suspend Shaman and draw a card. We're going to suspend Shaman and draw a card. Always draw cards. And we can Wood Readers and draw more cards. Just even better. We can Pact of a Titan too, but... So this card, if it comes into play and you have no lands tapped, you draw a card. So obviously if you suspend it, it comes in with no lands tapped, which is really cool. So, cool card. Cool card. Bring on the Looter Ilkor. Bring it on. Looter will discard. Discard what? Discard a Pars, sure. Why would you ever not draw cards, right? Why women you can draw more cards? We're drawing so many cards. Drawing so many cards. We do want to not get Draining Walked. Cloud Seeder. It discards cards to make Cloud Sprites, and then Infiltrator Ilkor. Sure. We definitely need to not get Draining Walked again. That was a pretty big buzzkill. So, draw a card. Harmonize. Oh my god, we're drawing cards. Alright. First things first, let's jam. And just play Wood Readers and draw. Yeah. We draw a land. We get to play might just hardcast Shaman at this point, honestly. For mana considerations. Oh my god. Alright. Yeah. Draining Welk is really good, but we could also actually like dead the Draining Welk in response to a trigger, which would kill it. I think we're way ahead on cards here. A 6-mana counterspell is no problem, but we got to kill the creature and not die to it. So we are also beating down too. So they have the Infiltrator Ilkor coming in, but yeah, they can make tokens that can't block. All the things have shadow. Like this is like pretty cool for us. Yeah, Draining Welk is often pretty telegraphed. They do have the Flash Flyer, so like they can do something else if they have don't use their mana. But like if they just say go here at 6 mana, we just like don't cast anything and attack, or we suspend Shaman and attack or something like that. Oh wait. All right. We're not gonna pact here. We could pact and pay for an attack. That's just bad. So untap. Draw. Mountain. Definitely not really interested in gonning this Sporloth Ancient at the moment, even though it is... I guess we could just gon it, play Spore Sower, attack for 5, 6. That's pretty good. Like, then they gotta recast it, and we can just play Pact and attack again. Yeah, it actually plays pretty well. So we're gonna bounce this with the red bounce spell. Can't cast both. That's fuse cards. That's fuse cards. Split cards are just like one or the other. Split cards that have the word fuse on them are the ones that you can play. You can play both, like Wear and Tear. That was Dragon's Maze, I think. Dragon's Maze. So they have 2 shadow creatures that can't block, and a 1/1 that makes tokens that can't block. And oops, probably shouldn't do that. That's pretty cool. So you can yield until their end step. Draining Welk on Pact, yeah, that's pretty funny. They can counter it, make a 1/1. And we don't gotta pay for it either, which is cool. So getting your packs countered is nice. Because you pay 0 for it, and they spend mana to counter it, and you don't gotta pay for it, which feels awesome. They're just gonna jam. This is an aggressive attack. They're gonna loot. Discarding a Brine Elemental. Play land. And play Riftwing Cloudskate. Bounce that, but we're going to pay Pact of a Titan. And pay for it, and attack them. And probably kill them. Oh!
Gay. Blouses.
Take that, Draining Welk. Take that. That's what you get. Haters. I'm coming for you. 60%ers. I'm coming for you. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. All right? Time Spiral is my jam. All right? Back in the day, me and Time Spiral drafts. Come on now. That's what I was drafting all the time, too. Talking about Pro Tour days. Drafting. Playing Moto 8 hours a day. Making 0 money. I had the prestige of playing in Pro Tours, though. You know, you come in 20th at a Pro Tour and you get a pat in the butt and a couple $1,000. And that's it. Then you bomb the next 5. And, you know. And now, I just sit here on my computer and punt every game. And,
Waka waka.
and make the big bucks. Yogi Brown says, seeing this draft makes me miss 3-step blocks. I do agree. I did really enjoy drafting when it was set. And you had to kind of like know what was in each set, kind of work your way and weave your way through. I do miss that. I do agree. Yeah, it's fun. Would like to draw our suspend card on turn 1, but it's like a best archetypes in Time Spiral. In Remastered, I don't know. In the original Time Spiral, there was a lot of different archetypes. You could be like White Weenie. You could be like more tempo decks. Slivers was possible. Wood Readers. Sure. I don't just stream. I write good articles, too. Oh, yeah. Rebels is super cool. Rebels is a super cool deck. Rebels are really good. Really, really good. Those who know what the Rebel mechanic is, you pay 4 and tap the creature, and you go on your deck and you find a Rebel. Just infinite card advantage. Really, really good. Really, really good. All right. Drive me up. All right, in Chaos Draft, I love Chaos Draft. I like formats where you need to think on your feet. And you need to figure things out on the spot, where repetition will not save you. That's why, like, I was playing the Set Roulette tournaments for a while. Doesn't know what Set Roulette is. It's a fun tournament that the Mythic Society puts on, where they pick 6 random sets, and you have 1 week to build your deck, and you play a tournament on Sunday. The thing is that, like, I was often just building my deck on like Friday night before the tournament, and like people were like testing for them. They were like aggressively testing all week, and like I don't got time for that, you know. So like it wasn't as fun for me. If they did Set Roulette, they announced the sets, you had 6 hours, and then the tournament happened, I would love that. That'd be awesome. But I just love when things are on the spot, you know. Harmonize, wow. Kind of a weird spot. So this is a pretty good defensive card. I might actually just cast Gathan Raiders here, which is a little weird, but like there isn't a ton of value to morphing it. And I want a 3/3 because a 2/2 is basically irrelevant at this point. And then next turn we can like kick Wood Readers, or we can harmonize and play Strength in numbers. Kind of weird, but I just don't really see the value in morphing this at the moment. We can use our mana to cast it. Kind of weird spot. Obviously, our Dryads are no longer unblockable, so they're a little worse than usual. Even like 2 sets, just like give me some sort of like. And I also think that that sets lately have been a little underdeveloped. There aren't enough cards to like flesh out the ideas, like Party in Zendikar, the Changeling stuff in the most recent set. There aren't enough sets and cards to like really flesh the ideas out. So like they all like mutate. They all feel underdeveloped. But I also understand when there were 3-set blocks that the 3rd set felt a little lame every time. So I get it, but all right. I mean, now they just start recruiting out the rebels, and like we just can't. We got to like overcome their chain of rebels. I'm not sure what 3-mana rebel could block Gathan Raiders in combat profitably, but I guess we could like strengthen numbers and just harmonize if they block. All right, we'll just jam. Fire Shark says, "Just want to thank you for your streams." Awesome, my friend. I appreciate that. Stay strong, all right? Stay strong out there. I'm glad I can brighten things up a little bit. All right, Blight Speaker searches for something. Another Rift Watcher. Kind of lame. But we have the strength and numbers to bust through it. But again, like every activation is just card advantage. It's a free spell. So Rebels are really, really good. We're going to blow up the strength and numbers here, right? Yeah. Doesn't feel good. We have Harmonize too, so just do this. Deal a bunch of damage. They gain more life. Cast Harmonize. Like, this goes away eventually too, so. And now we have Spore Loth, Ancient, and Spore Sower Salad. That's pretty cool. I agree that incomplete land cycles frustrate me to no end. Give me the freaking Canopy lands in Modern. And give me the fast lands in Historic. Complete the cycles. Like, just complete them. Especially for Historic. Just, like, make fast land anthology. Like, and just complete the cycle. Just give me freaking Secret Ghost, A Fungus Among Us. So we have 7 mana next turn. We can go Spore Loft plus Archer. This card's really good. This card doubles it puts a counter on every other fungus you control. Fungi. Fungus the Chungus. They just have 5 cards. Like, they just, like, recruit every turn. It's just, like, tough. Expanse. All right. We're going to send in just the Gathan Raiders. Cool. All right, that gets in. We like that. This thing dies next turn too, which is pretty cool. We're gonna Spore Loth Archer here, just like use all our mana efficiently. Why does everyone love Spore Loth Ancient? Is that a question, or is that like a knock joke? Because it's a fun guy. I guess I knew where you were going with that. He's a fun guy, get it? Fun guy, get it? All right, so they're going to recruit again. And they're going to get another Rift Watcher. All right, this isn't bad. If all I have is Rift Watchers, like, that's great. Because these things just die eventually, so it's not actually card advantage. It's sort of like a weird, like, Lava Spike life gain. It's like a Lightning Helix for your face. Is Lin Civi in the set? No. So Rift Watcher's dead. They're at 23, but like they're not gaining a ton. Next turn, you can Spore Sower or play Readers. They're going to morph something, and they're going to take down their Rebel Shields. Sure. Have we echoed yet? No. Oh, Gathan Raiders into Big Game Hunter. That's disgusting. So, comes into play, kills a creature power 4 greater. This card saw play, actually, when Eldrazi was everywhere. So they get to kill my Sporloth Ancient. Brutal. Brutal. They have 3 cards left. And a Trapper, too. Their deck is good. Their deck is good. Alright. Now the question is, do we just, like, block and trade here? Obviously, this goes away in 2 turns, but it represents 4 damage. I don't... This thing's chipping away, too. We gotta block here, I think. We have so much card draw that, like, we should just stay alive. Penumbra Spider? That's obviously awkward. That blocks this thing perfectly, but sure. 5, 6, 7. Sam! Resub.
Double sub, baby.
Thanks, everyone. Appreciate it. I'm gonna Wood Readers here. Draw 2. Awkward. Sure, it's pretty annoying. I'm gonna tap. I could have left it red up, I guess. I have 2 spend cards. I think I have 2 red cards too, just like a flip. But all right. I mean, next turn we have Spider, Thallid, and Dead. And they don't really have any clock at the moment except for this Blight Speaker. And hopefully they were running out of Rebels, because that would be a problem. Oh, sweet. Thanks, dudes. Mugman Mug.
Yes, for the impending John and Jim show later.
Impending Doom. Strangling Soot? Man, they got a pretty solid deck here. What else you got for me, opponent? We have a pretty good hand, so... Tap the 1/4. Getting super aggro here. Alright, we're going to trade. This Dry ain't doing much anyway, so... Plenty of stuff in hand, so... And I got 2 cards left. And they have another Rebel Searcher. Sure. Rift Bolt. Alright. Thallid. Spider. There's no point in killing the Rebel Searcher because they just have 2 of them. You probably kill a Tapper. Dead. They only have 1 card left, but they just have the Searchers, obviously. They can just keep playing, keep putting stuff into play. We are at 12. Blight Speaker is going to be a little bit of annoyance here. Obviously, the Gathan Raiders can also get up to a 5/5 if they can play both the cards in their hand next turn. Which we can just block with multiple things. It's like the end of the world, but... This card's super sweet. Penumbra Spider. Just a 2/4 reach, and if it dies, you get a 2/4 reach. Alright, they don't got it. Another Tapper. Add a Fungi counter. Draw down 2 Kushamans. Pretty sweet. So, we kill Gathian Raiders here, just so it can't be a big creature. And they have an instant in their hand. We can get blown out, but... Wrathy Trapper is good, but... We're just going to go for it. Target Raiders. No instant. Cool. Move to combat. And we slam jamming. Lead back to 1/4. They have a lot of life. They've 3 Rift Watchers is a lot. They're going to search here for they can cost 3 or less. What else do they got? What else do they got? Amour Seekers. 2/2, basically unblockable. Alright. No blocks, sure. Games get a little dicey here, I'm not going to lie. If they hadn't gained, what did they gain? 2, 4, 6, 8. They gained 12 life this game? Oh my god. Wowzers. 5, 6, 7, sure. And they have Trapper up and a clock. Alright, Shaman, help me out here. Draw a nice good guard here. Keep the cards coming. Nantuku Shaman, let's do this. Spore Sower Thallid is here also. Make a few 1/1s maybe at some point. Cast this bad boy. Draw a card. Draw another Shaman. Awesome. And an Archer. Okay. So, move of combat. They'll tap the 4/4. And we're just jamming at this point. How many more Rebels can they have, you know? Actually, we'll leave the 1/4 back. So they can't Alpha Strike us. Rebels are so good. Now what? So random 2/2 to block this Nantuku Shaman. Oh, Knight of the Holy Nimbus. That card's good. Let's pave it too, I guess, but... Alright. So, that's trade. Spend another Shaman. You can see how great Shaman is, obviously, because like we just keep drawing cards off it, which is awesome, but... We're at 8, about to be at 7, about to be at 6, 5, 4. We're on a clock here, and we need to, we've already used a few of our kill spells. We draw cards well. We don't necessarily close the game well. They just have infinite spells. These Rebels are so good. Just so good. Alright, no blocks. Their deck is very good. Yeah, I mean, Rebels are awesome. Yeah, 17 life. And again, they gain 12 life this game. Tapped our last forest and cast Shaman to draw. It's whenever you need to have no tap lands. Draw a card. That's a boom boom. We're drawing spells, but I guess we're not dead yet. We have like this attack and this. So we got a 4, 3, 2, 1. We have one more attack. There's a chance here. There's a chance. We have a Sapperling blocker too. So you have Sapperling blocker and Imperious Sword, but we actually need the blockers though, because otherwise they can just Alpha Strike and kill us. So hopefully they have no more Rebels either. Which I guess is not, realistic. But the good news is they pulled so many spells out of their deck. They have a lot of lands in their deck. Can you please stop? Can you just like stop getting Rebels? Is that possible? Children of Corliss. All right, that's got to be the worst one. You gain life equal to damage you've lost this turn. Oh my god. So we're racing. We're just going to lose to this card. That's so stupid. So they're just going to fog our attack, basically. Unreal. All right. And Judge Unworthy? Oh, man. Yeah, I mean... Obviously, if we had a kill spell to kill one of these earlier in the game, that'd been great. I guess we killed, we killed this later. Yeah. You just can't let the, they revealed Errant Doomsayers. Sure. They're just gonna block the thing instead. Sure. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we can win anymore. If we had, like, Tromp the Domain, some sort of, like, big card to win the game with, sure, but we just don't. All right. So we got a 4. Yeah, we just can't push across for 15 damage next turn. Oh boy. The thing is though, like, if you remember old drafts, like, as I was saying, there's no chafe in this set. There's no bad cards. So everyone's deck's gonna be really, really good. You know, there are just more rebels in every pack and so on and so forth. So like, this makes sense. That's why our deck is kind of like, it's fine, but like, we're not really like doing anything really, really good. Our deck's just like fine. So like, I'd imagine the most good decks in this format are gonna look more like our opponent's deck than our deck. Like, you've drawn a ton of cards this game. We're outdrawing them. Even though they've pulled a spell out of the deck like every turn, we're still ahead on cards. By like a lot, actually. But it's like, doesn't matter. Unfortunately. Alright. Yeah, so just needed a way to kill the rebel before they were able to use it. Vow does not remove abilities, so it doesn't really work. Yeah, remastered sets tend to feel more like cube draft. It's more like a Modern Horizons or like something like that, where you need to draft a deck. It's not just cards, you know. Which honestly is the mark of a good draft format. They've been really, really good at that lately. All right. We're actually like not playing a shaman. We should probably have a shaman in our deck. Maybe Gather Marriage is bad in our deck. It's like we're only more. If we already showed it, let's just ship this. So we do have Sudden Shock, Riftbolt, Dead Gun. We have 3 ways to kill a recruiter. So if we can draw a way to kill a recruiter more than they can draw a recruiter. Like that game, they literally searched out like 8 free spells that game. So without the recruiter, they never have a chance to win that game. So if we can like kill it, you know, it's pretty good. Come on now. We can do this. We can do this. That was game 1. Alright. On the play. Yeah, this is fine. I can keep this. Double Shaman, Dryad. We still would draw a Dirkwood Bayoff on turn 1. No Dirkwood Bailout for me. Gravitron says, still pretty mad about them leaving cards out of remastered sets in Arena to put them in Anthology. Yeah, I agree. That Anthology 4 is a pretty big bust, in my opinion. Pretty big bust. It's just like a real feel bad to put in a bunch of cards that are in Amonkhet and Kaladesh that just weren't in the remastered sets. Like, aha, here they are. Like, I get that they're also adding them and people wanted them, but like, they should have been there in the first place. You know, like, I don't know. All right, so Errant Doomsayers, much worse than a recruiter for sure. So we're ramping here. We have Sporloth Ancient next turn. Pretty good 4 mana play. Or 4 drop, I mean. They know what they did. That's right, Thick Butt Chugger 420. They know what they did. So yeah, if they're just casting Rift Watchers and not searching them out, they are much, much worse. It's basically just like a Lava Spike gain 4 life. Which is like okay, but like not particularly great. Oh yeah, there you are. Dirkwood Bailoff, you loser. Yeah, tap that. Not attacking anyway, so start the Vanishing Train. Just gonna cast Dirkwood Bailoff next turn. Playing some Chunkers. No worries, Dave. I'll be sure to make sure you lose your channel points. I gotcha. You'll be like, my channel points. My channel points. Alright, so go to 18. Again, not a problem. Rift Watcher really isn't that bad. What's up, Scooter? Right, their cards are already on Arena too. Yeah, for sure. Just like super awkward. Yeah, jam time. Tap that. Give me the old Bailoff. Just 6 mana for a 5/5. You know, it's no Colossal Dreadmaw, but it'll do. It'll do. Whoa! What's this? That's a flashback on Strangling Set? Sure. So next turn we have Suspend Shaman. Hopefully we'll draw a card too. Alright, I mean, Chonkers ahoy. We just got the big boom booms coming in. Maybe. Maybe. Opponent's trying to ensure we're not going to have time for Modern today. That's what they're trying to ensure. Would like to play some Modern today, but... Next turn, suspend. Send him a Chonkers. And again, these things have fading or vanishing. They're going away. This thing's gone next turn. To the point where we probably shouldn't even attack with it next turn. Alright, there's a scout. They drew a recruiter. But... Alright, second counter on the Sporloff. That's a 1-1. Rift Bolt. That was a really good draw.
Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god!
So... I don't even think we attack. Because... I guess we'll move to combat. Alright, let's Rift Bolt first. Start this. If I move to combat and they don't tap the Dryad, they could trade all three of these for the 5/5. I definitely do not want to trade with these Rift Watch. Yes, they're not. That's a smart play. So there's no attacks for us and suspend. Spend that. Just say go. Start drawing cards. As long as they can't recruit, it'll be fun. You know. Tap that. Whatever. Vanishing. Sounds good. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Get off my plane.
Uh-oh. Oh, what is this? Oh, okay. Dusk Rider Peregrine. Just a 6 mana 3/3 flyer. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Untap. Draw off Shaman. Hey, that's funny gaming. Put that in the Discord, please, someone. In the suggestions. An AOL3 like, goodbye. You've got mail is pretty funny too, actually. Whenever you make like a big attack, you've got mail. It's pretty funny. Cast this card. That's a good one. Sudden Shock. Alright. I mean, again, I just don't want to attack into their Rift Watcher, so, like, there's no reason to do anything yet. Window shutdown. It's pretty funny. Alright. We're gonna... I'm gonna suspend Shaman. We could play the Spore Sower here, but, like... They have 2 mountains, too? Wow. They should have 2 cards in hand. We're not attacking this turn to Rift Watcher. Yeah, I'm gonna suspend Shaman just so you go. I'm, like, getting, like, a little bit of, like, a Wrath of God vibe. It might be because, like, when I drafted my deck in Nationals, that was, like, a Rebel deck, I had a Damnation. Yeah, I'm just getting, like, flashbacks. But... John's School was canceled? Man. They gotta tap that? Sure, it's still fine. There's no attacks. So you go. Rift Watcher dies. So you can see they're not that good. I mean, like, they gained some life and stuff, but, like, they couldn't really attack with them, and then they just died. So if you're not recruiting them out, they're not nearly as good. Adam says, Jim, good Modern Horizons 2 article today. I'm glad someone is confident to say Modern Horizons was a good set, minus a few mistakes. Horizons added a lot of great cards, helped Modern in the long run. I agree. Check out my article on CoolStuffInc.com. We're waiting for our opponent to make a play here. Oh, they made a play. Whatever. You're seeing anyway. Here it is. All we need and don't need from Modern Horizons 2. Cue the meme. Cue the meme. There it is. Everyone loves a good meme, right? Step 1 to content creation. Make a meme that's timely and makes fun of WotC. Then profit. Easy as that. But yeah, coolstuffinc.com. Check the article. Talk about Modern Horizons, the mistakes, the good things, and so on and so forth. Coolstuffinc.com. All right, so move to combat. They have 2 cards in hand. Just gonna attack for a bajillion next turn. Like, if John has no school, we'll just do John Jim draft after this draft. Then we can do John. We can do John draft to point too. When does Cube go away? When does Cube go away? Man, they are playing so slow. I guess our clock isn't that much better, but I had I Am So Smart SMRT for a while. I never really used it though. That's not a bad one though. My board's not big enough. I need more buttons. I need more buttons. All right. Cast this again. Draw another card. Sure. We're just coming in. Like, send in the clowns. Like, do I want to send in Dryad or Saproling and then finish off the thing with the Sudden Shock? Yeah, but if you can nest folders in the Stream Deck, but like it's hard to be timely if you have to go into nested folders and stuff. I have 2 Stream Deck XLs. I might get 2 more, honestly. Like, or figure something else out. I want a Stream Deck XXL that's like 100 by 20 buttons or whatever, you know? I pay like a lot of money for it. Yeah, this is fine, actually. Just freaking swing. Sondheim reference? I have no idea what that is. Alright, sure. That's fine. Gladly set up AHK. What's that, Lord Draken? In your techno babble, alright? Judge Unworthy, targeting the Shaman. Oh, auto hotkey. Yeah, it might work on that at some point. Well, I got a Twiddler too, but that's all future stuff. That's a little farther down the line. So we're gonna judge my Nantuku Shaman Unworthy. Scry 3, reveal top card, deals damage equal to the CMC. Or I'm sorry, the mana value. The mana value. I apologize. Gotta be correct here. And they hit a Gathan Raiders. So now they have a Gathan Raiders on top, which is fine. Finish that off. Oh, send him a clowns. Got it. All right. I mean, don't cast Damnation, I guess. Oh, never mind.
Game.
They know they're drawing Gathan Raiders too, so that game is much better because it didn't have a recruiter and we won the game. So we can keep the recruiters on, under control. We should be in pretty good shape, I think. Ugh. Let's go. 4 Nantuku Shamans. Card's good. Card's good. Pretty fun. Old border cards are really cool. It's so funny that, like, how successful this set's going to be. All they had to do was reprint cards that already existed in the old border, and everyone, like, flips a shit. Like, they don't got to design new things. It's like when the band, you go see the band play, and, like, they had, like, here's our new album, and they're like, shut up and play Closing Time! You know, like, play your song from 20 years ago. And they're like, all right, fine. You know, like, just keep doing the thing over and over again. We're going to keep. It's fun. Hand's fun. Did I ever use ICQ or pre-aim? I used ICQ to play on Magic Apprentice on E-League back in the day. That's like boomer with a capital BOOM Magic. Rashadenport. I called Rashadenport for Modern Horizons 1. That was like my big prediction. Like, I was sure that Rashad Port was like the box topper, like the marquee card in the set. All right, so they have a scout. We can play a Marshall here because we can just like kill this
Hello,
next
world.
turn. Hello world. I blocks. Thanks to resub. It costs 4 to activate, so. Oh my god, what an article I wrote. Holy crap, look at this freaking article I wrote. Actually, hold on. Look at this freaking article. Rating 50 potential reprints. I went through 50 cards that I thought were like, what? I was like, it's like a 10,000 word article. Who am I? I had some of them right. It's pretty funny. Man, look at this article. Who writes all these words? Who are these people? Who are these people? But yeah, I call Port. That was like my big call. I think Port would be great in Modern. I think Port would be really, really good in Modern. I think it's good against big mana decks. It's good in fair decks. I think Port's good. All right, so no Echo here, unfortunately. Sorry to the counter. That's a sick draw. Just like a playable 2-drop. Perfect. Because we had to kill the scout, so. All right. God, come on. Stupid rebel recruiters. Trapper, sure. All right, no tax. Strength in numbers. I mean, I'd rather just play with Spider here, honestly. Just like 2 mana inefficient to cast this now. Alright, you're up. Definitely a decent breakthrough card here. Strength in numbers. Programming joke. All right, they got their recruiter online, and now this can go search for another one if they have another one. Morph. So, I mean, they have Gather Raiders Big Game Hunter again. Oh, what a sicko! What a sicko! That's a pretty good draw. All right. They have 2 cards in hand. Move for combat. See what they do. See if they tap or not. All right, they're gonna tap a spider. Sure. Send the archer in. Just gonna play shaman suspended. So they go. Not like super sad about a block here, you know. They have 2 cards left. They only have 4 mana, which is good. So like they're a little constricted on their Blight Speaker activations. I like to keep it that way, honestly. So they can't like activate this and tap. They didn't. They missed a ping at the end step. All right, so okay, they're gonna attack with the Seekers and not the Morph. All right. I mean, now they can start getting freaking Aven whatevers. Ugh. Draw a card. Sure. Also sure. So now you have an endless chain of Aven readers while this thing pecks away at us. Yeah. Rebels are really, really good. So we can't even swing. And they might have a... Or they can just actually fetch up Big Game Hunter. So like we just play a big creature, we just kill it. God, that sucks. Alright. If I attack with this thing, they just get an Aven and block it. Oh man. Rebels are so freaking good. We need to draw a way to kill this Blight Speaker, like, now. Cast your Lens Civvy to kill their Lens Civvy. Okay, Boomer. Oh, man. Pretty polarizing games. Like, the games that they've untapped with a Rebel Searcher, I feel like we're just in such big trouble. And the game they didn't, we just destroyed them. Like, they just didn't do anything. What's up, Colton? That was actually a unbelievably good draw.
Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god!
Y'all about to see the power of sudden shock, folks. I'm going to kill their Blight Speaker, and they can't respond. And that feels awesome.
Get off my plane.
Bye-bye. No activation for you, sorry. I love Sudden Shock. Super fun card. This card's in my cube for a long time. It might still be in my cube, honestly. It's not extremely powerful, but it's really, really interesting. Creates very interesting scenarios. So now I can move to combat. And the fear is that they have actual Big Game Hunter in their hand. We get blown out if we go for the strength in numbers. But I also just don't want to trade Shaman for Rift Watcher. I might actually just like not attack here. Yeah, I'm just gonna say go. Now they have no grind, so both their rebels are dead. They never once fetched another recruiter. This is probably their only 2 recruiters, so I think we're fine. Just play a longer game here. Just say go. So this thing's gonna die in 2 turns, which is great. We have more shamans. Just keep drawing cards. Just love drawing cards. Yeah, we're looking at Infect for sure. We're on a very slow clock here. Just this 2/2 unblockable. Just love their Rift Watchers. Just love them. Oh my god, are you serious?
Inconceivable.
Why did they never search it up in a previous game? That makes no sense. Because if I had killed it, then they would have... Unbelievable. Well, we're back to being unable to win again. Oh... Alright, What's up, Scubs? We're losing to Rebels. We're losing to Rebels here. You can't attack into the Rift Watcher, and they should have more Rift Watchers too. Oh man, this is tough, folks. This is tough. Just gotta suspend and say go. This dies next turn anyway, so there's no point attacking into it. I like tapping Spider is a better play, but sure. Is Red Pack really that bad? No, it's freaking awesome. It's insanely good. It's insanely good in draft. It's probably the best pact in draft, honestly. It's really, really good. The Black Pact is good too, obviously, but it's very often just like make a 4/4, kill your creature, untap, attack with it. Oh yeah, not in limited. It's not without limited. It's not good, but it's up like constructed in the Hive Mind decks. Borg says, "Hey Jim, got a goblin question. Is there a world where goblins could support Witch's Cottage? Doesn't that require 3 swamps? Just too many swamps. Too many swamps. Go to 12. Children of Corlos. Sure. Yeah, I mean, we just can't win, honestly. Like, we just can't beat the Blight Speaker. Yeah, untap. And now they have Big Game Hunter at any point to counter my strength numbers too. Like, you're just drawing so many cards, we just can't win. Alright. This goes away in 2 turns. Or I'm sorry, no. It goes to 1. It goes away. So it's only able to block for next turn. They just have another one though. We just can't beat the freaking recruiters. Smarter block. They just go get another Rift Watcher. Oh man, this is brutal. All right, we'll play Sporloff Ancient, and it'll die to a big game hunter. But then we can play Pact and maybe Strength in Numbers or something. I don't know how we can win though. It's just hard to play Witch's Cottage and Snoop in the same deck, you know. Just like one needs all swamps, one needs all mountains. Yeah, it's big game hunter, sure. You can't grind this out. They have a free spell every turn, you know. And they're gaining life with these things, so we can't really race them either. While also slowly killing us. Sure. Alright, pay for this pact. Giant is red. Ugh. Kirby can't cast, so annoying. I mean, Rift Watcher attacks this turn. I mean, goes away next turn, so no attacks here. They tap a thing, they attack us again, they get another Rift Watcher. Tough. Tough, tough, tough. Pretty surprised they're playing 2 mountains for the flashback on Soot. Oh, a Trapper? Oh, man. Not a Rift Watcher. Interesting. The thing is that, like, Borg, you when you ever think about adding a card to a deck, say you're, you know, like, you need to look at how many games is it going to win versus how many games is it going to lose. So, like, I feel like you'd lose many more games because of your mana base than you would the one time it's, like, good late in the game, you know? Yavimaya Dryad can give them a forest and be unblockable. Just like they just have so much life, you know. Yeah, we're just dead. All right, we're just whatever. We just can't win. All right, tough match there. Rebel seems really, really, really good. I mean, like, it does suck that they just had they had 3 recruiters and we had 3 kill spells. And if we ever draw more kill spells than they have recruiters, we win the game easily. But if they have a recruiter, we can't kill it. The game just ends. So our deck isn't really fast enough to, like, overpower someone. We're a little more, like, grindy, card drawy, you know? That's tough. That's a tough loss. But 1-1. 1-1. I guess all you folks get to, you were all right. You were all right. You were all right. And we needed Past in Flames to re-removal. That's pretty sus. But I'm at my lunch here. My little sandwich sitting here.
Make a little noise here, huh?
Come on, I can't hear you.
Inconceivable!
That's gross. Mats, that's gross. Come on, opponents, where are you?
Make a little noise here, huh? Come on, I can't hear you.
All right, let's go. Let's go. On the block. Hey, we did it. Turn one Dorko Bell off. Let's do it. Suspend. The suspense is unbelievable. Unfortunately, Borg, that's even worse than Legacy, where Wasteland exists, and you want to have basic mountains against Wasteland. Shaman again. All right. I mean, it's fine. What's up, Arctic? A little Time Spiral Remastered Draft for us today. We also cubed earlier too. If you missed it, it'll be up on YouTube. Little sliver action? Alright. I ain't killing a Sidewinder sliver, so. Yeah, morph it up here. I'm actually kind of unimpressed with Gather Raiders so far. It's like no card in my hand I want to discard. It's obviously good madness stuff, but it's just like a card. Alright, so you have a typically slivered extra Naya. So Watcher Sliver. Unfortunately, that hard counters my Sudden Shock. Because now Sudden Shock can't kill anything, ever. That sucks. Sure. Strength in numbers? It's not bad. Alright. Just suspend here. And just there you go. Bluff attack there is like pretty gutsy. I ain't got those kind of stones right now. Can't do it. It's only attack for 3, so like it's not really that bad. Penumbra Spider, sure. Spider's really good, but sure. I guess Spider does line up well against our Nantuku Shamans. Draw a card. So Bailoff is in next turn. Your Imperiosaur too. Wow, that's a chonker. Yeah, that's just 2 5/5s coming in next turn. Sure. All right. I mean, no attacks. Just play the chonker. So there you go. Next turn we have Strength in Numbers, Sudden Shock, and 2 5/5s rumble in the red zone. So it's pretty good. Pretty good.
Oh my God, Becky.
Alright, so, I mean, they got a lot of big booties over there. Make our attacks, like, pretty awkward. And wasting a trick to kill up a number spider feels pretty bad, but at the same time, like, can't really see not attacking. What's up, man? Draft seems cool. It's definitely different than Time Spiral was, because there's no chafe and only good cards. So the decks are a lot better on average than they were when you were drafting it back in the day. It's a pretty big change, honestly. Like, we can't really send these in. Their blocks are just too easy. And if it's only the 2 5/5s coming in, then our strength numbers kind of sucks too. So, like, just like not a really good turn to attack. We might just suspend Shaman and just say go. We can start getting the Dryad going too, but I'll just draw a card, I think. Just say go. Just like don't really like our attacks here. Like, say we attack with both 5/5s. They just put like 3 2/4s on a 5/5. And then we're like trading a 5/5 for a Watcher Sliver, which is not particularly good. Or we're wasting a strength numbers to kill half of a number spider, which is also pretty bad. So let's just chill, keep drawing cards. Keep drawing cards. Is blue the weakest color? No idea. First draft. I think black was the worst color back in the day. But I don't know now. So, and they're just doing nothing. And what do they do here? Why they tap 4 lands? Oh, suspended. Got it. Alright. Your own per number spider? I mean, strength in numbers is really good here, I guess. I guess we're just gonna come in. We could also, like, shock bolt the Watcher Sliver. I'll just freaking jam, whatever. Yeah, let's just jam. Gotta get through spiders eventually. So 5/5s are in, unblockable is in, Death Toucher is in. The Shamans probably shouldn't come in. I guess we could like use the just like killing spiders is just so bad. Spiders so good. 2/4 blockers is just like really really good. Let's just do this. Make strength and numbers worse, but like. Just gonna block that and take a whole bunch of damage. If we strength here, gets +4/+4 and deals them 5 damage with trample. It's 5, 10, 15, 16. That puts them at, they're just dead. They have nothing. They gotta have nothing though. That's pretty risky. They have 2 cards in hand they haven't cast all game. We're not gonna go for it here. We have the board and a clock. Let's not get blown out here, you know? Alright, so that dies. They go to 8. Like, they're at 8. We have a Dryad in play and 2 burn spells in our hand. So, like, pretty good place to be. And we still have the strength numbers, too. Like, going for it there is very foolish. If things go wrong, we get blown out. Things should actually, like, turn, whereas we're already super ahead this game. There's no reason to go for it. Pretty cool. So I have 4 cards. Draw a card off Shaman. Sure. Oh, excuse me. Another Watcher Sliver?
Oh my god, Becky.
Oh my god. Those are some very, very large booties. Alright. Sure. We're still winning the game with the Dryad, so... Alright. Does flanking stack? It does. But they only have 1 instance of flanking, so... Alright, Dryad, finish it off. Play Marshall. I mean... I'm going to suspend. We're just going to kill him next turn. Now we can Echo, Strength, and Shock next turn. I doubt they can kill like a 5/5 in combat. Maybe they can, maybe they can't, but... Thick. Sure.
Game.
What is their
Blouses.
their battle plan here? Just like all 2/4s? Alright. Our morph is it's Gathan Raiders. You discard a card, it's a 3/3, and if you're hellbent, it gets bigger. Are we interested in Kavu Primarch? Just like a big card to like get through. I feel like Mog War Marshal seems terrible against them. We lost to Rebels, Scoot, and seem really, really, really good. There's so much less chafe in the sets that you really get what you want every time, it seems like. Alright, so we're gonna I guess the Drake isn't bad either. We just need a way to get through. Let's get the War Marshal. And let's get the Gather Raiders. Hatchling! Resub, thanks so much. We're gonna bring in the Drake and the Primarch. Just like some bigger ways to get through. Primarch can be an 8/8 or 7/7 if we convoke it, and then Drake just flies, so... Because they got the ground pretty chonked up. Pretty chonked up. That is a super awkward hand. Obviously, we draw Forest. Maybe we are playing like 10 Forest. We can keep this. This is fun. On the draw, too. On the draw. Keeping. Sure. I guess archers were also good against the large posteriors. Heh. They're gonna have the biggest booties. Just the biggest booties. Harmonize, sure. So we now just need a second green source here. Killagerm. Yeah, I don't know if the old border Time Spiral foils are Pringles or not. I don't know. Killagerm resub, thanks so much. Here is something you can't understand. I walk just Killagerm. So obviously we need a green land pretty bad. But just one forest, please. All double green cards. Penumbra Spider with Hivestone's kind of cute, honestly. Just like 2 slivers for the price of 1. But actually playing Hivestone is obviously like a mulligan, so we'll see if it works out for him. Not a card that's very good in a sliver deck usually because all your cards should already be slivers. And if they're not, your deck is terrible and you have to draw Hivestone. Kind of like a filter land. If you're playing filter lands, your mana base is probably really, really bad. So if you draw a filter land, you can cast your spells. If you don't, you can't cast anything. So, all right. So, Kavu Primarch. This would need 8 mana to be a 7/7. I think we're just playing that. All right. Not ideal, but sure. Could I have blocked and killed? No. So flanking means that whenever something blocks it, the blocking creature gets -1/-1. So no X1 can block a flanking creature successfully. Primarch can block the Sliver, so they're gonna start spidering me probably. Oh my god, that's a big Sliver. Haste flanking 5/5. Do I have a favorite artist? Not really. Alright, that's Chonker. Pretty hard to beat a haste flying 5/5. And it's got flanking, so my Death Toucher can't even touch it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, I mean, we ain't blocking with these, so we're just attacking. Because we're playing Dryad here. To play Harmonize, we could draw like one of our shocks. Or like Rift Bolt, but it's kind of sketch. Just gonna play this. We can obviously chump the Imperiosaur if we have to. If 3/3 attacks, then these things attack us back. We take 1,000,000 damage. It's not a good idea. Right now, Primarch can trade with the Sliver or the Sidewinder Sliver. And then once, if either one of these dies, it's bad for them. So, Wolf.
Doc, you built a time machine.
Wolf, free sub. Thanks so much. Appreciate that. Gotta go back, Marty. Alright, here comes Nantuku Shaman. It's a 3/2 haste flanking. Flanking. I'm telling you, these flankings are killing us here. What are they doing? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11? It's only 11. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm taking this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We go to 1. They have a trick, we're dead. We can't beat a trick anyway. So, like, no blocks. Now we can draw a burn spell to kill them. Sure, that's fine, too. So we were beating Thrill the Hunt anyway. So I guess Sliver Hivestone plus Hasted Imperiosaur is pretty good, but sure. I guess. This is fine. Good archetypes to look for. Again, this is our first draft. We lost Rebels. Rebels seems very good. The big change from this format from the original Time Spiral is that all the cards are good, so the decks are much, much better on average. Therefore, it's more like a Modern Masters draft or a more recent draft format where you want to draft a deck, not just cards. This deck's kind of just cards. It's fine, but like we don't really have like a strong theme. Oh boy, yeah, we're gonna keep. We're probably not gonna draw land and lose, but you can't mulligan this hand, I don't think. Maybe a removal spell, a good blocking 2-drop. Tenors, resub. Thanks so much. Search for tomorrow. Drew a land. God, we're good. God, we're good. We drew a land. Now we need another land. I guess we can like convoke out a 3/3 next turn, which isn't the worst. Sidewinder Sliver again, but now we can get him into this thing. So, ooh, that's awkward. Dirkwood Bailoff. We ain't blocking. I would take this trade, I think. All right, we're gonna suspend this and just say go. 5's a long time, but we sure as hell ain't casting it. And then just playing this as a 3/3 isn't very exciting. So now I have dead to kill a sliver this turn too. So they play the haste sliver or whatever. Their deck seems pretty bad because they're playing like Hivestone, a bunch of non-slivers, and all of our cards kind of suck once they have Hivestone. All right, so we're gonna kill the reflex sliver. Dead. And we're gonna draw a land. One land, please. That plays, I guess. Can't complain about that one, you know? Alright. Unblockable creature and a land. Solid card. Solid card. Coming in for one. You got it. Right in the chin. Watcher Sliver. Who watches the Watcher Sliver? And suspend search again. They have 2 cards in hand left. That's pretty good for us. All right. I mean, we just jam here. Obviously, both blocks are great for us. But they can't block one, so Death Touch all the way. Don't care about that booty. Spend an Antuku Shaman. Sega. We're on 3 on Bailoff, so a little ways to go on that one, but not really under any pressure here, so. All right.
Oh my God, Becky.
They're back. They are back. All right, draw a card. All right, we can just like. Could play a 7/7 Kabu Primarch. 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. Yeah, so like. And then next turn we can suspend Shaman. So we have Shaman and Bale coming out at the same time. It means we're not attacking though with the Dryad. It's honestly kind of fine. Yeah, we're just gonna get play this thing. So typically red-green decks can't deal with this. Bro, they could have like a pacifism or something like that, but 8 mana for a 7/7 is not amazing, but you know, it's definitely bigger than their booties currently are. Search again, 1 card in hand. They're drawing to 2. So unless I got something really nasty here, we should be kind of okay, hopefully. Hivestone. So they have a flanking sliver, sure. 2/6. Antuku Shaman, sure. So like, I mean, yeah, that's fine. We have unblockable creatures and huge creatures. That goes to 1. We get to play everything and just attack for 1,000,000 next turn. So spend Shaman. Attack with Dryad. I guess the Primarch can come in too, actually. Like, yeah, sure. Then just play Archer, and just next turn we just kill him with strength and numbers. Oh, they're so dead. Come on. I didn't even block. They were just dead there. No, they weren't. Never mind. Let's kill him next turn. Next turn we have 5/5 and a Shaman coming off. For those who weren't familiar with this set the first time around, one of the big cool things to do in draft was you use Suspend to set up multiple spells happening a turn and play a Storm card. So you'd set up like right now next turn Dorkwood Bailoff and Shaman comes off. So if I had like an Empty the Warrens in my hand, I could like make a bunch of tokens and stuff. I also played in the Two-Headed Giant Pro Tour, which is Time Spiral Block Constructed, or Time Spiral Draft, and oh my God, it's a Might Sliver. And Time Spiral Block Constructed, or Time Spiral Block Two-Headed Giant Draft was ridiculous because it had slivers. So if you had the Chris Lockman and Jake Van Lunen, 2 Jersey boys, one playing slivers because they just drafted slivers and they both had slivers. They won the game. Also, there was the card Volcanic Awakening, which was a 6 mana sorcery. It's a Stone Rain with Storm, and your teammate would go spell, and then you would cast the Storm and just like Armageddon one player out of the game. Like, Two-Headed Giant's pretty fun. Time Spiral was the worst set for Two-Headed Giant. So 2-1, we'll take it.
After it was all over, we took us in the house and served us pancakes.
All right, sweet. So we'll take that. Unfortunately, no time for this second, I don't think. But YouTube folks, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you want to see more Time Spiral Remastered content. Thanks, YouTube. Appreciate it.